The Yankees desperately needed that. Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. The Yankees defeated the Angels 7-3, preventing a sweep here in this 4-game set. Rodon got the win, pitched pretty good. 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, struck out 7, but he gave up 3 home runs. The ball was kind of flying out today. The Yankees had 2 home runs as well. Paul Goldschmidt went yard. Goldschmidt also had a double. Judge had a double. Grisham had a double. And Trent Grisham hit a home run. His 14th on the season. And Paul Goldschmidt hit his 8th home run on the year. Man, I don't like overreacting. I don't like doing it. Yesterday I made a video. If you guys didn't watch it, please go watch. Just talking about the tough road ahead, and I might go deeper into that tomorrow and actually break down the true tough road ahead that these Yankees have. But at least today, they went in there and prevented a 4-game sweep. You have the Tampa Bay Rays on their heels now. The Rays are what, a game and a half out or 2 games out now at this point because the Yankees won. They still have to play. Toronto's 2.5 out. The Red Sox 5. And the Orioles 11.5. So this division, once upon a time, had a gap of like 6-7 games between first and second place. Now that gap shrunk. And only 5 games separates the first and fourth place team in the American League East. Just happy they won. They needed that. And the bats woke up like I said they needed to. And Paul Goldschmidt going yard, hitting his 8th. Now his average is over 300. He's hitting 303, 814 OPS. Cody Bellinger went 3 for 4 today. 3 for 4. Really good game by Cody. I expect Giancarlo to pick it up. He, honestly, the thing he's not doing, he's not like striking out like crazy. Today, he didn't strike out once. He went over 3. He didn't strike out once. I think that's a great sign for the Yankees. I think he's going to start hitting. It's going to start clicking. Now, the one guy who people have been talking about, and I'm going to talk about him a little bit here. That's Anthony Vulpi. Anthony Vulpi. This kid's career is all about stretches. That's what it is. And he's either on an incredibly great run or he's on an incredibly bad one. And right now he's in a bad one. His OPS dropped to 726. Last year at this time, maybe last year around June 5th, he had an 800 OPS. Very high. And he finished the year with a 657 OPS. I just hope for Anthony Vulpi, and I know Anthony Vulpi, he doesn't have to be Bobby Witt, he doesn't have to be a superstar. It's not what I mean. I want him to have a league average. I want him to finish the year with a league average OPS. He hasn't done that since he's gotten into the league. He hasn't. And I hope he could do that this year. I really do. It's concerning if he doesn't, because now you're 3 years in with this guy who plays a pretty damn good shortstop. But this year I believe he's like 3rd in errors over there at short. Not good. And on the bases, he's regressed a little bit. Not good. So you expect Anthony Vulpi to, I expected him anyway to kind of take that leap this season. I was looking forward to it. I was hoping. And he did go through an awful slump at one point in the year. But then he kicked it up and he started playing well. His OPS was approaching 800. Now it's dropped like 50 points and 726 isn't really good. I just hope this isn't the player that he is. I really hope not. I hope this isn't the player that he is. It would be a damn shame if this is what Anthony Vulpi is. And if you're okay with the Yankees rolling out a 600, 650 OPS hitter, so be it. But I'm not okay with that. Not that I want Anthony Vulpi gone. I just want Anthony Vulpi to have a league average OPS. That's all I'm asking out of him. Maybe a little higher, 730, 740. That's all I want out of him. And him play a good shortstop. But he's regressed on the bases. Defensively, he has quite a few errors. And I know that just means, hey, of course he's a shortstop. The ball gets hit his way a lot. Well, Jeter got a lot of hate for his defense, and people never use the excuse for that. Anyway, it's good that the Yankees, though, are going into this Baltimore series with a win and preventing that 4-game sweep because, as we know, this sport is all about momentum. And if the Yankees could have momentum going in facing Baltimore, who hasn't been playing all that bad as of late, that's very important. Because I would love for the Yankees to go in and sweep the Orioles. Absolutely love if they just went in there, beat them up, and now all of a sudden you gain a couple games on Tampa Bay. Obviously, it depends what Tampa Bay does, what Toronto do. But if you go in there, sweep the Orioles, which I would love them to do, and I hope they do it, especially after scoring 7 runs today. Aaron Judge didn't even hit a home run today. Aaron Judge hasn't gotten going again. When Aaron Judge gets going and the rest of this lineup starts clicking, it's going to look like it did a month ago. Just scoring on all cylinders, just performing on all cylinders, performing great. That's what this team needs. They need that desperately right now. It's not cool to freak out. It's not cool to say, oh, the Yankees, they stink. Well, I wouldn't say they stink. That's not that's not the exact word I would use. But what I will say is this. You can't let things get away from you. And the Yankees, if they continue to play poorly, let's say this game was just an anomaly, right? And they lose the series to Baltimore. For sake of conversation, they get swept. There's a shot that they're not in first place by the end of the weekend if that happens. Because who knows what Tampa does? Who knows what Toronto does? There's a chance that the Yankees are not in first place by the time the weekend's over. They can't let that happen. They have to go in there. And as I said, I would love a sweep. But they have to go in there and they have to win. They have to beat Baltimore. Beat up on Baltimore. Then you have Cincinnati. Then you have the A's. So the Cincinnati above 500. Oakland below 500. These are the teams that you have to beat because going into July, guys, it's going to get tough. It's going to get really, really tough. The Metropolitans, the Mariners, they cooled off a bit, the Mariners. But the Cubs, the Blue Jays, the Yankees have a tough road ahead of them in July. And then the Phillies, the Braves having a bad year. Blue Jays again, I think, and then the Rays in July. So it's the schedule ahead looks kind of, looks kind of scary. I hope I'm not overdoing it by saying that. And I hope I'm not pissing you off by saying that. But at the same time, we have to be real about it. And as I said in last night's upload, this is the softer part of the schedule. The Angels are an easier team than, I would even say, obviously, the Mariners, then the Mets, then the Blue Jays. They're an easier team. The Orioles, same sentiment. They're having a bad year. They're an easier team to play than the Mets, Mariners, Blue Jays, Cubs. So you got to beat up on these teams. You have to. Same with the A's. The Reds are okay. I would put the Reds and the Mariners in the same league there. But the Reds are a pretty good team. And then that's the issue too. If this could get out of hand, if the Orioles go in and beat the Yankees, win the series, then you go in and play a solid team, a good team, a pretty good team anyway, in the Reds, and they go and they beat you. Just momentum isn't on your side, and then you have those really good teams in July. I just hope that they're able to take this game, this 7-3 win. They got 12 hits today, couple home runs, quite a few extra base hits. I just hope that this carries in to the Baltimore series and then throughout the rest of the month, because you need these wins under your belt, especially going up against the Mets, the Cubs, and the Blue Jays. You're going to need these wins. They're going to be very important for you if you want to build momentum and build your lead up in the American League East. Because as I've said before, there has never been an easier path for the Yankees to make it to the World Series. Has it been an easier path? This is very easy. They could easily be the best team in the American League. Easily. They just have to seize the opportunity. Will they? I hope so. But great news. Yankees won 7-3. Hopefully they build that momentum. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.